About 10:10 p.m. Tuesday, January 23rd, 2018. I'm just now getting to something I've been trying to do for hours. Since this morning, actually. But I've been busy helping. People have come to me and said, I've got a broken soul, or I need your help. It's been a strange day of older women, new on the beach, reaching out to me because others on the beach that they trust and they've known longer than me have told them that I can help and I'm trustworthy and honest, and that I've done television, film, etc. There are others who think I'm just another one of the jackasses on the beach out to get into the pants, rape them, hurt them, get them into the drug traffic, sex traffic, whatever. Like poor Mary Ann, and the skipper too. Rachel, different story, still haven't figured out that soul. I hope she's okay this evening. She is beyond broken also. Some of these people have been so abused. She again was beaten and nearly bludgeoned to death by her ex. The stories I hear of the tales how they end up here on the beach homeless and restless homeless are heart-wrenching. And it's not just, abused people, it's people running away from home for whatever reason, abuse, dysfunction, or because they wanted to make their dream in Hollywood. They want to make their dream in Hollywood and they're going to be a street artist or whatever. And a lot of times it doesn't work out that way. They don't end up being a waiter and doing extra work and doing studio work. A lot of kids end up in drugs and homeless and adults. Or robbed because they're new to town, and the city moves very fast. If you blink, your stuff will disappear, and I'm not even joking. In almost every section of town, even including the good sections. Hell, I had leather briefcases show up missing at the Peninsula Hotel in Beverly Hills, and I was told by the hotel and the police to get out of there, even though I had been robbed. And if I didn't leave, I'd be arrested for not leaving. Huh? I've gone into cheap motels, expensive places after being robbed with $1,000 cash, and they won't give me a room because I don't have a credit card with my name on it, and they won't let me go buy a temporary card. The hell and torment I have been put through in trying to help others and work on this concept for world peace and live off grid and reveal corruption in government and the things that I am here to do, in addition to television and film, and hopefully have a good time and maybe get happily married someday and have children, which seems like the one target I missed. Be careful, children, what you ask for, because you'll get that and life will deal you a lot more whether you're ready for it or not. I didn't ask just for the good. I don't really care about name brands. I've had the highest fashion on the planet. I've stayed in 5-star hotels. I've eaten in palaces and gourmet 5-star dinners with trained chefs. It's not about that, and it's not where I'm from and what school I went to, and I graduated with high honors, and that I excel in everything I do, from technology to research, development, homeopathic medication healing, and a whole lot of other things, public speaking, writing, producing, directing, doing my own stunts. I'm a pretty rounded, talented guy who didn't let himself get put in anybody else's boxes. Even at the networks, I was talent, I was management, I had my fingers in all departments. I put research, computerized research and music scheduling into ABC, NBC, CBS. I was the guy they had to fly around all the stations and get them off card systems and paper files and get off, guessing what the best music was and calling and being hyped by, record stores or record promoters, but also get audience research and research what music was working, what was too burnt out. Yeah, I'm the reason we over-research everything, because I'm overly analytical and I know about warfare and positioning for the battle of the mind and guerrilla warfare and every type of warfare, from marketing warfare to strategic warfare to germ warfare to warfare. And knowing this much information You religious fanatics and others who judge me for things I say, or maybe some profanity or indiscretions you feel I have. You are not my God. I don't answer to you. I don't work for anybody. I retired officially years ago. You don't ever hire me. You hire my companies, and then you end up with me as a bonus as a consultant. I consult people. That's why my company name appears on a lot of stuff that other people's companies don't normally appear, because the only way you get me is if my companies are in on it and producing on it and have credits, and I get credits, and my peoples get credits. And you know, I've done this a long time, nearly 50 years. News, hard news. A lot of stories I haven't claimed over the years until more recently, because frankly, Scarlett, you claim some of the hard political and international news I've done, you can end up dead on that kind of stuff. Ask the guy from Rolling Stone or some of the other people. I mean, the Watergate people can tell you they had shitstorms to deal with. But I can say Ollie North wouldn't have testified before Senate subcommittee hearings had I not found his dumping grounds and blew the whistle. And that certain things you wouldn't have been aware of that you are today through news media, although most of it's bullshit about the Russian hack, I revealed before the 9 Russian spies. When worldwide intel was hacked, well before the election hack, I was told by my government to shut up about it. It wasn't just U.S. intel that was hacked, it was global intel. See, when you've read for everybody, they can't just have anybody read this stuff and unclassified. When you read for everybody, you start to realize that wars are ways to keep people in fear, religions are a way to keep people in fear, and that the Creator, no matter what you call it, Allah, Buddha, Jesus Christ, Yahweh, Buddha, Zen, whatever, your tree, and I'm not trying to belittle it, I'm trying to get you to see a bigger picture right now, that those are all man-made scriptures written by men who are allegedly prophets, etc., but they were never written by Jesus Christ or your God or Yahweh or Buddha or even Muhammad. The disciples wrote it, and they were all men and women. I don't know what they were eating and drinking. Some of the stories they've told, somewhat true. Some of the stories they've told, absolute crapola. You don't get 72 virgins for hurting people in the name of anybody. And if you're an ass most of your life, you don't get to die and go, oh, I'm sorry, please forgive me, and you're forgiven, you go right to heaven. Nah. You go straight to hell without the handbasket. And what if God were one of us and you met God and you laid the guy's face and then, you expect God to still, do nice things for you because you're a liar? I've said the same thing to everyone I've ever met over the years. Whether you listened or not is on your dumb ass. I've said I don't lie about anything because my mother, sister Mary, overly religious, had so much Catholic guilt I'll be a recovering Catholic the rest of my life. I'm more spiritual. And my God isn't dog backwards. And my God didn't kill your baby and didn't cause the bad things to happen in your life. My Creator gave us heaven on earth, and we've turned it into hell on earth, and this isn't extinction number 1. This is extinction number 6. It's not when the teacher's ready, the student appears. When the student is ready, the teacher appears. It's the other way around. When the teacher appears, you better shut up, take notes, listen, there'll be quizzes. If you don't pass, you'll flunk and do it over again. This is extinction 6. So if you think you're brand new to planet Earth, you've never done this before, none of this is your fault, take responsibility for the fact that you may not remember everything and you've been filled with so much propaganda and sheeple that if you do research and open yourself up to things that you were told aren't possible, you might surprise yourself. But Google the Georgia Guidestones. Georgia, like the state of Georgia Guidestones, one word. Or Google Illuminati plan to genocide 7+ billion people. They've already set dates for this, and they're not joking. You see, they can lie all they want, 1% about global warming, but when the truth comes out, it's real. and we have extincted more than 80% of the life forms of the planet in the last 50 years alone with our modern technology and our voracity for chopping everything down and poaching and killing and murdering. That human and other life is becoming so secondary that, for them to wipe out 7 billion people, they really don't give a shit because they want to get a one world order. They don't need all the workers as slaves anymore, servants, because, with robots and automation and androids and voice intelligence and all the new things that you don't even know about, and all the reserves they have for billions of people of food, water, gas, oil, and electricity, etc. If you remove the global footprint of over 7 billion people, you slow global warming down for centuries, and you don't have to be fracking and getting more stuff because you have stockpiles of it that'll last for generations. And they want to go to one world order, one religion, and decide who can even procreate. Sounds like a real happy place, doesn't it? Problem is, this is extinction 6. I'm not coming back for 7. 6 has been more than enough for me, and there's a lot of broken souls on this planet. But whatever your teachings have been in the end of time, not all will be saved. In fact, the amount of broken angels that can be saved versus the amount of fallen angels that just can never be recovered again is sad. But maybe some of your religious teachings about getting through the eye of a needle for a camel and things like that had more significance than you wanted to realize, and random acts of kindness. And it's not giving to a church or a synagogue, it's randomly helping others in acts of kindness. So maybe you need to rethink your teachings. Rethink your politics. Aliens come from foreign galaxies. They don't come from foreign countries. And we're all citizens on planet Earth. Your God's no better than mine. Your Creator's no better than mine. And if we agree or disagree on that, I'm sure we can find enough other things to agree on, if you're open to it, that we don't have to make that the center. You can have your God, and I can have my God, and we can live our lives and not have to hurt each other. It's about coexistence. It's about understanding. It's about education. It's about sustainable living. It's about recycling. It's about holistic and herbalistic and other cures and remedies that heal versus synthetics that just prolong pain and agony and make you fat, stupid, overweight, and eventually dead on too many medications. Remember, medications are tested against the placebo with select groups. They're not tested against the other 14 or 25 medications you're on. You're a walking science project for Big Pharma. Everybody's entitled to clean food, air, and water. The government shouldn't be allowing people who are making big money to not keep things clean, and they get to destroy the environment around us and for our children and for future generations with toxicity. And only the rich shouldn't be the one who are allowed the cures for AIDS or other stuff while others die by the thousands for years and they knew the cure all along. They don't release Ebola or any of this stuff into the market until they have the cure because, gosh, what if none of them get it? Welcome to the real world, boys and girls. The day we've all dreaded. The end of time as you know it. If you don't take a stand, you're either for war or against war, and you can get over the differences and find similarities and help us work on a concept for world peace. Get ready for them to mow you over, because they will. They have even set a date, 9/19/19. I'm willing to testify on the special committee on the White House, to the UN War Crimes Commissions. See, I have this thought, I'm not really afraid of any government. I don't take orders from governments or other people. I don't take outside influences. I run private companies. I'm basically kind of a recluse, for the most part, by choice. Because I find it hard to find other forward thinkers about how to get along and how to sustain versus just end anybody in their way. Give me this and give me that, and people have lost manners and morals, and sadly we are the terrorists. Sadly, us and the other 14 allied nations help fund ISIS, Israeli Security Intelligence Services. Of course, they'll vehemently deny it, but I mean, let's stop lying to each other. Taliban, I mean, those are all just, government projects designed to keep you in fear of bad guys. religion to keep you in fear of bad guys or the other guys or those guys who want to mess with your stuff. Oh my God, please. Your God, whoever it is you feel you answer to, aside from some earthly person who leads you around by the nose because you're too dumb to see it. Stop being sheeple. Stand up and be counted for peace. Be a part of the solution. Email me at Disaster Relief Inc. if you need ideas or you can help. Or call me at +1 424 310 9718 or 9720. Or send your donations or whatever you can use to help us raise money to do this concert for world peace. It's going to be expensive, but it's going to raise a lot of money to help reforest the rainforest and create sustainable living and jobs and recycling and education and healthcare and level the playing field for human rights. We're not about race, color, or creed. We're not about gender. We're not about religion. We're about spirituality and coexistence and finding harmony and peace and love and togetherness. And life is hard enough. You don't need other people misleading you on the highway to hell. And what if God was one of us and you met God and you lied to God's face or the Creator's face? You think you're going to heaven or to the next level or to anywhere but straight to Hades, hell, and a handbasket with Satan, and Lucifer, whatever you've been taught? Either you're a hypocrite or you're the real deal. I hear a lot of people talk about how they're humanitarians and how they help others, and then they're grandstanding, yeah, this guy, this bomb, this, that, the other, and here's what I did. The only time I call that to public attention is to show that I do this all the time. I've committed my life to this, and it's not for a Nobel Peace Prize and accolade. It's not because it's for the legacy of my lineage and my children. I don't even have children. I've always wanted children. I wanted a loving wife. I would take a harem of lovely wives just to have children right now, but I can't handle negativity and insanity. I do have firm boundaries, but I want positive people who not only want to love and support a family unit and educate them right and give them manners and have them be givers also, but to help others and to be part of the change for a better world for everyone, regardless of gender, race, color, creed, citizenship, alien status, or otherwise, that we put people before greed and hatred and judgment. Who gives anyone the right to judge another? But since we have judges and people who are supposed to be enforcing the peace, you know, there's gangsters, organized crime, but even organized crime has certain rules, but gangsters just have no rules. Pigs have no rules. And some of these Illuminatis feel they're beyond anyone's rules, any creator, any god, because they are playing the gods. Dangerous game. From infinity to infinity, if you've seen me, we'll meet again. It'll either be in a great place, or it'll be me sending you off on the highway to hell. But I've always been clear, be honest with me about everything. I'm highly trained, I'm genius IQ, and I can spot lies a mile away, and even if I'm acting homeless, drunk, stupid, insane, or whatever, you have to realize that if we've ever met, there's probably recorded audio and video and documentation somewhere around the planet, secretly hidden, because I've shot billions of people. Most have lived because I do art, which is the heart of Earth. Earth. E-A-R-T, art, H. Humanitarian rights is the art of living and the art of the generations and millenniums. Yet we have leaders and religion and government who think it's okay to destroy art and history with their bombs and their thumbprint on the world. And the Creator didn't create countries, boundaries, religions, politics, money, greed, medicine, any of that. These are all man-made devices. Be careful what devices are your God. Random acts of kindness. What are you doing for world peace today? Let me know. I'm Kurt Kelly.